What's the drumming next door? Yeah, it's like a drumming. No.
Is the light?
It is. Is anyone?
Oh,
It's working?
yeah. Definitely hear something.
All right. Hey. Well, thank you all for joining us. My name is Laura Roberts, and I'm the director of the Worcester Community Project Center. I also had the great opportunity to be the faculty advisor for these students' projects. And so we've had a great 4 months now working on the projects, and they're really excited to present the culmination of all of their hard work over the last 4 months. So thank you for joining us. Thank you to our YouTubers. This is the first time I've done this, so hopefully they can hear us and see us on YouTube. And I appreciate you all coming. Help yourself to some hot chocolate and desserts when you feel like it. There are bathrooms in the hallway. There's a accessible bathroom when you come out of the door to the right, and then there are additional bathrooms to the left down the hall. All right, thank you. And we're gonna start with the group that worked with Worcester Community Fridges. Thanks.
Thank you, Laura, for the introduction. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dimitri.
I'm Tyler.
I'm James.
And as Laura mentioned, we were working with the Community Fridges on our project Following the Food, developing a data collection tool to monitor community fridge usage in partnership with WPI and the Worcester Fridges. So to get started off, I'm just going to give you guys an overview of what we'll be talking about today. We're going to give you guys a brief background on sort of the like global cultural problems that our sponsor addresses. We're then going to go into the motivations and goals for our project, cover our objectives and how they evolved over time, present our deliverables to you guys, and then give the recommendations we ended up with for our sponsor organization. As a brief background, how many of you have heard of the term food insecurity? Nice, I see a lot of hands. So yeah, for those who don't know, food insecurity is basically an umbrella term that refers to households or individuals who have to wonder where food is coming from next, who might not have access to nutritious food. Basically, it encompasses a whole lot of issues related to hunger. And it's a very large, rapidly growing issue, especially in the United States. I'm sure a lot of you have noticed, like groceries have been becoming much more expensive recently, especially since COVID. Inflation's been hitting hard. So food insecurity really on the rise. And ironically, food waste is also on the rise. So this is kind of interesting because these are two issues that you wouldn't think would coexist. So the goal of our sponsor and a lot of organizations is to kind of bridge this gap and eliminate waste while at the same time combating food insecurity. There are a lot of like federal level organizations that do this. You might have heard of programs like WIC or SNAP, but an issue a lot of these have, not to say they aren't good, these do help, but they have a lot of like overhead, a lot of paperwork, a lot of steps that discourage people from actually receiving the immediate help they may need if they are hungry. So that's really where community fridges come into play. The idea with a community fridge is it's a mutual aid program where volunteers upkeep basically refrigerator architecture, like infrastructure, and anyone at any time, 24/7, no questions, no paperwork, can either donate food to the fridges that might otherwise go to waste, or can take any food from the fridges if they need the food. They might go hungry otherwise.
And that's where our sponsor comes in, the Worcester Community Fridges, also known as Fridges. They currently have 4 fridges spread across Worcester, as you can see here on the left. They started their first fridge in 2021, and they believe that access to food is a basic human right. They rely on the community aspect to keep them going, so they build strong relationships with the community. They want to extend their project and scale up their operations, so they plan on building more fridges in the future, with the 5th fridge coming sometime in 2023.
And to help our sponsor with scaling and improving,
Our goal was to help develop a sustainable data collection system that would help measure the impact that they were having on the community. And to do that, we wanted to make it so that this could be expanded upon in the future, and that this could be used to help maybe get some grant funding applications through. And to do that, we had 4 main objectives. One was to develop some data collection tools that we could use to help get some of that data for our sponsor. The second was to use some qualitative testimonials to kind of give some context to that data and give it a little bit more meaning other than just numbers. The third was going to be to develop user manuals so that we could help our sponsor use these tools throughout their time past our stay here. And our fourth was going to be to network with other fridge organizations so that the data can be collected across multiple community fridge